students, as you know, water is one of the basic source for our living, and likewise air, we are polluting water also. See what we are going to study. Nowadays we are actually studying our own mistakes. Yeah. So water pollution, air pollution is our own mistake. No animal, none of the thing that is present on this planet is doing so. And we, the intelligent one, are making them worst. So we are actually reading in the syllabus our own mistakes. Yeah. So the funny incident is here we are having water pollution again. Now, how we are polluting water? Let us see this thing. So what do you observe here? Here we are having lots of factories that actually making lots of smoke to go into the air, and this is making air pollution. But here, as you can observe, that a little drainage system is provided, and that drainage is throwing out chemicals into the sea or the river directly. So this basically what is doing? This basically making all the living creatures that is present here getting a worse life. Even they die on the spot. So you know that here in water, what chemical formula we are having? We are having H2O. So that is containing oxygen. So that oxygen is going to be used by aquatic life. Okay, so this is the basic thing. But when we are adding chemicals in it, now these chemicals are also get into this aquatic creatures. Now when they are inhaling or taking an engulfing chemicals like this, so they are getting die by day to day. Okay, so this is one of the example that this water pollution is going to be like this. Now the chemicals must be retreated before throwing it into the water bodies. Like some factories क्या करते हैं, बिना chemical जो use किया है, जो use नहीं आया है, उसको throw कर देते हैं पानी में directly. So this must be object by the government. This must not be done, because this is not only harming aquatic life, but also it is increasing the temperature of the water. Okay, temperature भी increase हो रहा है. How? You know that in some process where chemical conversion, chemical process like in nuclear power plant, thermal power plant. So what is happening? Water is used as the coolant agent. Okay, हम water को क्यों use करते हैं? As a coolant agent. अब ये क्या करता है? ये ठंडा करता है चीजों को. Now itself is getting hot, like warm हो रहा है. ये खुद तो दूसरों को ठंडा करता है, but खुद गर्म हो रहा है. So that means that the temperature of the water is going to be increased. Now this ultimately going to be discharged into these water bodies. Now the temperature of these water bodies is going to be increased, and you know, like all the aquatic creatures are having their own food cycle, they're having own biosphere here in the water. इनकी खुद की एक पूरी जिंदगी चल रही होती है, जिसको हम biosphere बोलते हैं. Biosphere is a part of everything that is present here. But here for in general, like water के अंदर भी खुद की एक cycle चल रही होती है. And when we are going to increase the temperature by adding chemicals, by using the hot water, cool water, and converting it into the hot water and throwing it again into the water bodies, this ultimately going to increase the temperature, and ultimately some of the fishes are not able to tolerate that temperature and goes to die automatically. So this is what that water pollution is causing day by day, a very harmful effect. Now not only this, even we people are suffering by this. How? Because the discharged water with the chemical is actually making a lots of diseases in the human body. Okay, so these diseases are also harming us, like jaundice, typhoid. There are lots of kinds of diseases which are going to be spread with these water bodies, with these chemical based water bodies. Okay, so here what other points that we can cut off with this water pollutions are the physical water pollutants like heat, foil, spills. That I have told you already, that due to the increase of the temperature that is present in the water, that is used to be as the coolant agent, but now treated as the hot water. Now hot water get discharged. So here it is used as the heat foil spills. Okay, and not only this, even some of the chemicals that are used in the factories are used as the warm components, and that warm components again going to be thrown into the water, that again is harming us and the other aquatic life. Okay, now chemical pollutant like detergent, fertilizers, even these are domestic waste. I must say domestic waste are also making water pollution. We are also responsible, not only factories. So detergent and fertilizers that is used by farmers, and detergents are used by every citizen in day-to-day life. So what we are doing, actually these two components are non-biodegradable components. Okay, दो तरह के होते हैं, biodegradable and non-biodegradable. तो जो biodegradable है वो easily we can say that it could be digestible by the environment itself. तो biodegradable क्या होते हैं, जो कि बाद में ये हार्मफुल नहीं होते. बायोडिग्रेडेबल हार्मफुल नहीं होते, नॉट हार्मफुल, बिकॉज ये क्या होता है, डिग्रेड हो जाते हैं और इनमें माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स इनको स्मॉल बाइट्स में ईट अप करके इनको क्या कर जाते हैं, एनवायरमेंट में मिक्स कर देते हैं, नेचर में मिक्स कर देते हैं. यू कैन इवन मिक्स देम इन द सॉइल, इन द एयर, इन द वाटर, सो दैट इज नॉट हार्मफुल. Like we can say tomato, all other organic things, potato peels and pods of the peas, lots of domestic waste that is biodegradable. But the things like detergent and fertilizers are non-biodegradable. They cannot be eaten up by the microorganisms. So they will stay. And when they are staying in the form of chemicals, so they are actually making a part of water cycle. अब अगर ये हमेशा ही वहाँ स्टे करेंगे तो क्या होगा, ऑटोमेटिकली ये वाटर साइकिल का पार्ट बन गए, और वाटर साइकिल का एक बार पार्ट बनने के बाद दिस विल डेफिनेटली कम इनटू आवर बॉडी एंड दैट विल अगेन लीड टू द डिजीजेस. सो दिस इज अगेन हार्मफुल. Now biological pollutants like viruses, bacteria, etc. तो ये जो डिटर्जेंट, फर्टिलाइजर्स और जो केमिकल्स हैं हीट फॉइल से, और जो हमने पहले फैक्ट्रीज से पॉल्यूशन देखा, ये अल्टीमेटली क्या कर रहे हैं, अल्टीमेटली ऑल दीज थिंग्स आर इंक्रीजिंग viruses and bacteria in the water. So we can say the biological pollutants. So these are the ultimating terms that is going to be a permanent part of this water cycle, and that is going to hazard our life and human generation.